Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to say thank you so much to everyone tuning in, checking out my stuff, even though this is only my second video. There are more to come. Trust me, I love doing this. It's so fun. If you want to see how to get this look, keep watching.
Hey guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to prime my face with Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. It's infused with coconut water and it's great for drier skin, which is awesome because from all the traveling, that's what I have. So I like that to set into my skin while I work on my eyes. Next, I'm going to prime my eyes with MAC's Paint Pot Soft Ochre. I'm going to put it on with the MAC 224 brush and just brush that all over my eyes, starting at the lid up to the brow bone. Next, I'm going to set that paint pot with the MERCIER translucent setting powder. I'm just going to brush that all over so the paint pot doesn't crease. So now I'm dipping into MAC's Copper Plate with the Morphe E36 brush. I'm just going to lightly map out where I want to do that cut crease. I'm going to start out really light and just start tracing it out. Here I'm taking the MAC 221 brush with nothing on it. I am just going to buff out the Copper Plate shade so it's very nice and seamless. With that same brush, I am dipping into Mystery Eyeshadow by MAC, and I'm going to go over that same line, just giving it more dimension and more depth. And then I'll be taking the MAC 224 brush and just buffing out that line and making it a little bit more seamless. Taking the soft ochre paint pot, you are going to cut out the crease. So you want to go right underneath that dark line just to make it a lot sharper. I don't have a name or a number for this brush. I just know that I bought it from e.l.f. and it's a lip brush. This part may take you a few minutes, but just be patient. Trust me. Now on top of that paint pot, I'm going to use Blanc Type by MAC and just pack it on with the Morphe M167 brush. So for the wing liner, I'm using Black Track by MAC, and I'm using the MAC 208 brush. I sped this part up for you guys just to save you 15 minutes because it took me forever to get it right. So be patient with this also, because doing a wing liner with a cut crease is a little bit tricky just to make sure you have it parallel with each other. Going back to the crease, I'm going to take the Morphe 508 brush and MAC's Carbon just to kind of deepen up the crease just a little bit more. I guess I didn't have it dark enough to the way I liked it. So this is completely optional for you if you want to do it or not. So now it's time for the glitter. I'm going to put a base down, and it is the Glitter Glue by Too Faced, and I'm putting that down with the MAC 210 brush. This part is a little tricky just because you can't really see where you're putting that base down. So take your time. You're not wanting it to be on any part of the brown, so you just want it to be right underneath it, and that's where the glitter is going to go. So for the glitter, I'm using the MAHYA Cosmetics glitter in Citrine, one of the best golds I've ever used, ever. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to pack that on where I put the base down, and I'm using the MAC 208 brush. For mascara, I'm using the NARS Audacious Mascara in Black Moon. I'm not needing to coat my lashes too much because I will be applying false lashes. I'm going to take that E36 Morphe brush and dip it into Mystery and just smoke it out on the bottom lash line. So now it's time to put on the lashes. I'm using the Ardell Double Ups in Wispy. These are my favorite lashes to use, especially if you don't want to spend the money on mink lashes. These are the next best thing. So I'm applying the lashes with my tweezers just because my nails are rather long and I feel a lot more comfortable putting them on with my tweezers. So now I'm going to go in with the mascara that I use for my top lashes and just coat the bottom. For the brows, I'm going to speed it up just because it takes me a little bit to do them. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Taupe. Finally, it's time to do the face. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using Studio Fix Fluid in NC15. This foundation is good for any skin types. It's really great for oily skin just because it has a matte finish. So after I have that dabbed on my skin, I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and go ahead and push that foundation into my skin and make sure I have it placed everywhere that I need it and there's no spots missing. I feel like the damp beauty blender is a lot better than using a brush just because I feel using a brush I have a lot more brush marks rather than with a sponge. It's just, it looks airbrushed. So next I'm going to go in with my concealer. I'm using the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer in L7 Warm. I love this concealer. It's so great. It doesn't crease. It does not budge. I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just push it into the skin just like I did with my foundation. So with the damp beauty blender, I'm going to take the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and just set my concealer where I placed it. So to set my foundation, I'm going to take the Morphe 527 brush and MAC Studio CAREBLEND powder in the shade medium and go ahead and dust it all over my face and wipe away the translucent powder that I had under my eyes and everywhere else that I used to highlight. For my contour, I am taking MAC sculpting powder in the shade Sculpt and also the MAC 135 brush to go ahead and contour my cheekbones. So I'm going to go right in the hollows of my cheeks, in the temples, and underneath my chin. For my blush, I'm going in with MAC PLUMFOOLERY blush, and I'm going in with the Morphe E3 brush. Now it's time to highlight your face to the gods, so I'm using BECCA Cosmetics Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. I'm going to put that on my cheekbones, on the end of my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my forehead just because I want to be a little extra glowy. So for the lips, I'm using MAC Chestnut Lip Liner, and I'm going to go ahead and line my lips and also fill them in on the outer corners on the top and bottom because we are going for an ombre lip for this look. I'm going to go ahead and take a Q-tip and smudge out the harsh lines that I have from the outer corners just to make it a little bit seamless for when I put the liquid lip on. The liquid lip I'm using for this look is Stripped by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just going to put it right in the center where I didn't have any lip liner and take a Q-tip just to smudge it out a little bit into the outer corners where I have the darker lip liner. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Definitely keep an eye out for the next video and comment down below if you have any other ideas.